As you come into the room, let us know you're here. We're doing an impromptu live stream because some of the veteran family and other Americans are affected by the latest hurricane in the Florida, Georgia area, Hurricane Helene. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. So we're just trying to get some updates. If you know anything, come into the room, let us know that you're here, and let us know if you've heard anything. I'm over here in Texas, H-Town. I am the H-Town vet. This is usually a veteran channel where we're talking about veteran benefits, but we're checking on people, seeing if they're okay. Let us know that you're here. We're not going to be on long as it takes. Because some people may not be able to access. If you're some of our regulars, especially those that lived in the Florida area, let us know how you're doing. Have you heard anything? Now, I do know there has been some loss of life. Some boats that are on land, but I don't know the full extent. As when you're not living in the area, you will not always know. Come on into the room and let us know that you're here. Well, if not too many people coming in, I don't know, if it's an off night of people, might be busy, but this is not our usual live stream, so I'm gonna just give the information, some of the information from what we've experienced here. Let us know if you're in the building. if you are out there, this is hurricane season, and hurricane season usually lasts all the way up and throughout October. And Florida right now is where the main place where Hurricane Helene is hitting, but it's also affecting Georgia. If you're in the room, do you have any updates of what's going on? Let us know you're in the room. Let us know that you're here. And if you have any updates on the something that you may have heard on the news that we can probably help, because some of our fellow veterans are affected by this storm. So this is a different live stream than we usually do, but we're just trying to show concern to our fellow Americans during this time, during this hurricane, because we down here in Texas, we are affected by this on a constant basis. In the last 10 years, what have we had? 3 or 4 hurricanes. And so there are certain things that we try to be be aware of. Now, any updates on what's going on with the hurricane or the aftermath of it? We heard there has been some flooding from what I saw on the news. There has been some flooding. So be real careful if you're driving, moving around, or on a bike or walking. Be careful in the water, because it can seem like it's not very deep, but actually it is. There might be big holes in the ground, so be very, very safe when you're out there moving about. Driving can be very risky. I don't know if some people have left already trying to get to certain places, so be very safe, because that's also an issue. Your homes, we know down here in Texas, especially in the Houston area, because it's flat land and close to the Gulf of Mexico. So be real safe, careful. If the water gets too high, try to get evacuated. Don't get caught in the upper rooms if you have no way to get out of the home. Be very safe. Okay, power outages, something that we know down here in my area very, very well, okay? Because a lot of the, when they have the winds and the storms, the hurricanes, there's tropical storms too, there are gonna be power outages and transformers knocked down or may be blown. And you gotta be very careful when they're near water, because the water can be electrocuted, so be very safe. If you're in the house and you don't have no power, do you have any devices that are working that you can call to try to get help, or any of the county or state resources or vehicles that may be able to get to you if you need to be evacuated? And it's always good to have a generator. If you can get one, you can afford one to have as a backup dealing with times just like this. And another thing, make sure you know your evacuation route in your area. A lot of people don't leave. I tend not to leave for hurricanes. It may not be the greatest idea, but make sure that you have the proper things that you need to do to be able to get out of a full tank of gas, any type of food, because you don't know if you'll get stuck on the road either. So that's a few little tips that I want to throw out there. If you're in the room, let's see, somebody's here. Nothing much, brother. He said, what's going on? What you talking about? Tonight we're talking about the hurricane. Nothing much. We're not going to be on for long, because last night they was talking about let me come up on the screen. They were talking about the hurricane, and we know that Angel and Brett was going to be affected by it. Now I know, so let us know. I know PA Political Broadcast, Revolutionary Podcast. Have y'all been affected? Have y'all heard anything about the storm? All right, let me pull pull it back up so you'll know what we're talking about. And basically, it's not, we're just trying to see if everybody's okay. So we're looking for updates. Y'all know anything? And I believe, PA Political Revolutionary Broadcast say he knows nothing. I just know that it affected Georgia too. Aren't you in Georgia, Mr. International? Has the storm, Hurricane Helene, affect you? Because it says it's a Category 4. From what I'm saying, that's one of the highest ones in that area. Let us know what you know. If you heard anything, is it affecting where you at? Talk to us. That's all. We just get a little update. We wasn't planning on staying on long, but that's what we're talking about. Nothing. We're not having a regular broadcast tonight. We're just talking about that. I'm just concerned, about how just get some updates, see how everybody's doing. Anybody heard anything? Let us know. Let us know if you heard anything, because we're not going to be on long, but we do want to make sure, and that's the question. Let us know if you let us know you. Let me fix that right quick. Get that banner right. Let's see what he says. Now, Mr. International says, let's see what he's saying. He says, I'm doing well, no problems here. I appreciate you checking in. Other YouTubers don't do this. That's why I know it's probably rare, but you got to understand something. I'm real about what I'm doing, because man, we've been flooded down here so many times, and power outages, and man, you talking about, it's crazy. So I know how it is. Here at the H-Town Vet, we know what's up, man. And how can we talk about other things, but when it comes to this part of your life, we just ignore you? Come on now. Can't be like that. So anybody heard anything? So we appreciate your statement there, brother. Because listen, everybody can talk when they're talking about something they're familiar with, that they know about, that it's easy to talk about. But hey, we want to know what's going on with this all. Now let's see what he says here, our brother, PA Political Revolutionary Podcast. He says, oh yeah, I thought another one was coming here. The one in Florida, I heard that is a Category 4. I did too. And some 18-wheelers flooded and have things on a standstill in affected cities. Yes, because now think about what he just said. Y'all know how high an 18-wheeler is off the ground, how far up, and if they can get flooded, the cars will get flooded. So that's what we doing now. That's all we doing tonight. So if you want to comment or say anything, let us know. We're not going to stay long, but we're going to stay long enough that if anybody has anything to say, let us know. Let us know. That's what we're here. And I appreciate Mr. International. Thank you. Political broadcast coming out of Beaumont. But that's all, brothers. So if that's all y'all have to say, we can give you last shout outs. But we were just checking in on everybody. We want to let them know we was concerned. Any last words? That's all. Any last statements? Because what we had, any statements? We're talking about the the hurricane that hit Florida and parts of Georgia, from what I. Do you have any update information you can let us know about? We would appreciate it. If you got any information about what's going on, because we only know what we may hear. Have you heard anything? Let us know. How the people doing? Do you have any generators down there? Let us know. Have there been any power outages? Because we might be able, because some people may not be able to communicate because the power out, but they may be able to say something, get this information through their phone. So what do y'all know is good things with us? I know that they'll have people come through checking on, especially if you're flooded in on boats and stuff. They got down here what you call the Cajun Navy. They'll come from Louisiana and come down here and help us out. Some of us own little boats, and that's not bad to have. Okay? Now, I'll put this little information what we were doing, and then we'll just call it a quits. We ain't gonna hold it. It is hurricane season all the way up into October. Let me know, when is hurricane season over? October? It lasts a long time. And we know that this current hurricane hit Florida. We just asking if y'all have any updates. Let us know. Let us know if you got any updates. We'd appreciate it. But not required. If you don't know anything, you just don't. Neither do I. That's why we're trying to get information. There has been flooding from what I did see. And be careful if you're out there on the road, walking or driving your car. It can be dangerous. And like we say, you're in your home. Be careful also. Make sure if you're in an upper story that you have some way to get out the house. Don't get caught in the attic. Because if you have no way out and it's flooding, that can be very dangerous. And power outage. This is the big one that we have down here. Okay, the power outage. Whew, man, I'm telling you, that's you may need a generator. And they also have those things. And let me ask y'all, if anybody's still in here, what do y'all know? Tell me, as far as preparing going forward, what do y'all know about getting a surge protector put on your house? Have y'all heard about those surge protectors that you can put on your house, that if the power blows, it'll protect your appliances and everything in the house? It's on your main box outside. And have you heard about those gas generators that if your power goes out, you can hook the gas generators are hooked to your house and it'll power your whole home? I had somebody come out and show me that. I think they were Generex or something like that. What do y'all know about that? Because I know, this ain't a fun topic, but, and people in their house, if you got candles, be careful, because candles get knocked over or they can burn things. So be very safe with candles. Blow them out when you go to bed. And generators. Now you got to make sure that you got a generator that's large enough to cover your whole house. I mean, the appliances that you have hooked up. I'm sorry. Now that covers, because when it comes to refrigerators, that's one thing. But when it comes to microwaves, that takes a lot more power. And make sure you have an evacuation route. So we're going to get ready to close out. We want to thank y'all for joining us, and we appreciate y'all for coming in. Any last goodbyes or well wishes to everybody? We can, I'm going to come up on the screen where we can say, have a little moment of silence for them or a little prayer. Let me do that. God, thank you. We ask that you bless the people that are affected by this current hurricane and the aftermath in Florida and Georgia and the surrounding areas. And we ask that you continue to bless them, and we wish them well. Amen. So we want y'all to have a good day And that's all I want to talk about. And thank you for joining us.